G'day, I'm Kevin, a retired Australian living my life here in Chiang Mai. But burning season is approaching in the north, so I'm going to jump on a train and head south to escape the smoke. This is my journey. This is 52 weeks. As you may have guessed from the traffic, I have moved into Georgetown, which is the capital of Penang. It is a bustling modern city with its share of tall buildings, shopping malls, and construction on the horizon. But you're never too far away from the history and the old shop houses, particularly when you enter the older sections of the city. Well, I'm actually having a very nice day. I had intended to head into the old part of town and have a wander around there, but as it turns out, I've just been finding roads and having a walk along them and seeing what's there. Yeah, and Georgetown is a very cosmopolitan city. In fact, there's lots of cultural influences here. So yeah, I'm having a nice day discovering some of the outer areas, not just the big tourist centres. Which I will get to either later today or tomorrow. I'm back in one of the older sections of town now, which has had a bit of love shown to it by the look of it. Not entirely certain where I am. Got a vague geographical sense of where I'm pointing. But we'll see. I quite often get lost. In this old area of town, it's a heritage area, so there are all sorts of things you need to do to preserve the heritage if you're going to renovate a building and start a new business or whatever. So that's why I think there are lots of places where you are absolutely assaulted by the historical buildings. As it turns out, my sense of direction was pretty good today. I ended up where I thought I might. So I'm just having a wander through Little India at the moment. It is late afternoon, and I've enjoyed that day immensely, just pottering about the city. Since doing that, I've got a very good feel for Penang and Georgetown. I was enjoying it before, but I really enjoyed today, just getting out and seeing what the local feel was like. Not sure what I'm going to do tomorrow. I am going to head back to the hotel now to have a bit of a rest before I go foraging. So I might see you tonight, or I might see you tomorrow. I am out looking for something to eat, which shouldn't be too hard. There is food all over the place near where I'm staying. The problem will be choosing, I guess. It was very easy. I found a nice bar actually quite close to where I'm staying, and I'm having a beer and waiting on some fish and chips. I did say it was a multicultural place, so they even have fish and chips. I'm kind of hoping it's better than they do in Thailand. Well, it looks pretty good. And it tastes good too. I'm happy. I think you could happily spend quite a long time wandering around and trying the restaurants here. There's plenty of food in this area, and as I say, lots of different styles, so you'll never grow tired of eating the same thing. There are people around, not overly crowded. I suspect the Love Lane area might be a little more lively. It's the, as far as I can tell, the nightlife area. Yeah, but there's plenty of people around, and lots to chew your way through, I guess. You could go to food crawl. But that will do me tonight. Had a nice dinner. Tomorrow is my last day in Penang. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do, but I'm sure it'll be interesting. I might just have another wander. I might plan something in the morning. Who knows? I have been staying in the Armenian Street Heritage Hotel here in Georgetown, which strangely enough is on Armenian Street, which is one of the suggested areas. There's an area for cafes and historical works and artwork, so it's just up here, so let's go and have a look. There are a series of jetties along this area, which historically were where goods were brought ashore to Penang Island. Now each of them was run by a particular Chinese clan, and they would all live here in these wooden houses along the jetty. But since the ships have got bigger, they don't use this for goods anymore, so they've diversified. But I believe that the particular clan communities still live here along this dock. I did come down here on the day I popped into town on the bus, but I thought I would just have another visit, seeing as it was so close. It's the Chu Jetty.
Siapa yang benar dan siapa yang salah. Kenapa yang berani mengatakan otak? Karena dia negara yang dikenal. Itu karena yang membentuk orang yang membuat binatang semakin marah karena Iran tercampur. Tapi ketika dia tercampur Israel dan Palestina,
time to head out and find some dinner and go for my last walk in Penang, my last wander about whilst I scrounge for some food. I just had dinner over the road at Gravy Baby. Well, as an Australian boy, I couldn't resist the pie. So yeah, it was pretty good pie. And that's dinner. So I'm going to go for a bit of a wander now. I am just strolling down Love Lane at the moment, and there are plenty of options to have something to eat or have a drink, or indeed both. The area is pretty... No, thanks, mate. Yeah, the area is pretty stacked on for evening. I must say it's nice and cool now the sun's gone down, and there's a bit of a pleasant breeze. Yeah, and I don't know what the name of this road is, but once again there are plenty of places to grab something to eat or something to drink. I had my meal down that way at Gravy Baby, but there's plenty of places to choose from. Well, that's the end of my time in Penang. I'm just doing some laundry before I move on. Yeah, I've enjoyed my time here. I think if I come back again, I would spend more time in Georgetown and less time at the beach. Well, the beach was nice, relaxing, but there's still plenty to see here in Georgetown, so I think I would reverse the amount of time. Yeah, but I'm gonna just finish drying my clothes and then head back to the hotel and pack for my trip to Ipoh. So I will see you on my journey south on the train heading to Ipoh. Thanks for joining me on my journey. I really appreciate your company. If you've made it all the way to the end of this video and you're not subscribed, you might like to consider doing so by clicking here. Or if you just want to see something else I've made, click here and that will take you to another video. And if you're really feeling like a binge, click here and that will take you to one of my playlists. Hope to see you on the road again soon.